Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to do a video that I kind of don't want to do, but at the same time I kind of have to since I'm doing I'm doing the AFI series. It's been a while since I last did a review. The last one was Sing the Sorrow. I took a little break because the next few albums are going to be so boring to review because they're like probably my least favorite albums from them. Especially Burials. That's going to be fun to review though since I hate that album. But this album I kind of just like whatever. I actually kind of enjoyed a few songs from Crash Love, which I don't have a physical copy of on me right now since it's my parents' CD and they have it in their collection or whatever, and it's like in really bad condition. I'll borrow it or something, but I'm too lazy to. But this time we're gonna be reviewing their most successful album and probably their most popular album, unfortunately, December Underground. Now, a lot of people love this album. A lot of people, this is their favorite AFI album. Those people are basically the people who like the more mainstream AFI. Personally, kind of funny how I'm wearing my AFI shirt today, but I really like their older stuff. And this album to me is just really boring. So let's start out with the packaging before I go in for the kill. So there's the album cover, really iconic with the bunnies and all that. I actually do like that album cover, though. The artwork direction on this album, in my opinion, is kind of lame. Because it's really boring. Just the concept is cool from December Underground, but the artwork is really just bland in my opinion. Because it's just white and blue or whatever. It just seems kind of boring to me. So yeah, it's a little crack on the back or whatever. So yeah, you actually have quite a few songs on here. There's Prelude 12/21, Kill Caustic, Miss Murder, the most overrated, most popular song. Summer Shudder, The Interview, Love Like Winter, Affliction, The Missing Frame, Kissing Control, The Killing Lights, 37 mm, or millimeters, or whatever, and Endlessly, She Said. Yeah. Inside you have the disc, which is the same thing as the album cover, though I do like how it's kind of shiny. And on the back you have that neat looking little thing right there. But just the artwork direction of the booklet's so boring, and it's really weird. This confused me as a kid how when I would open it up, there'd be this, and then on the back you have a picture of the band, and I actually have a poster of that over there. Yeah. Anyways, and then you just have a picture of fucking Hunter Bergen there, and I always thought that was really weird. And then the camera keeps shaking. And then basically I looked it up, and since like there's multiple versions of this with different pictures of different band members, I guess, and you're supposed to collect them. I don't know. It's just really weird. But when you open it up, you have some pretty edgy and really emo-looking pictures of the band, and this is basically their most emo album ever. Like, Sing the Sorrow had some elements of it, but it was still like more like a goth rock album in a way, if that's even a thing. But this one's a straight-up emo album. So yeah, pictures and lyrics, and which boring pictures like that, which I don't really like. More really edgy-looking pictures, kind of melodramatic. More trees. And then like a moth or something, and then credits and all that. So yeah, kind of in my opinion, it's kind of a bland artwork direction, especially compared to like albums like The Art of Drowning, which have an amazing and really interesting artwork direction. But I don't like how they got rid of like pencil artwork, or like even the one before this, Sing the Sorrow, had some interesting or intriguing artwork in it, but this one's just kind of bland. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. So it opens up with a similar intro to on the previous album with Prelude 12/21. Basically, you have like a music box kind of playing, and then he's like singing some lyrics about. I can't tell what he's singing about, honestly. I think it's supposed to be kind of a love song, but I can't really tell. It's weird. And then you have a drum beat playing in the background that's pretty similar to one on the last album. So yeah, it's really corny. It's alright. I liked it when I was a little kid, but I don't know. I heard this album a lot as a kid because my parents like would play this album all the time, everywhere. So I know this album like by heart, but I'm not a huge fan of it anymore as much as I used to be. Alright, the second song, Kill Caustic. It starts out pretty cool with like this guitar, like this guitar fill in the intro. It sounds kind of cool. And then you hear David Havoc, and he lets off some okay screaming. This album probably has his most throaty screams that he's ever done. And then he goes into that whiny voice for pretty much the whole song, and he alternates between those two voices, and it just doesn't work. And the song's trying to be edgy. It almost has like a nu metal kind of vibe to it with the guitar tone, but I just don't care for that song very much. I want to like that song, but I just can't really. Alright, Miss Murder. That everyone knows that song. If someone who has heard of AFI but they don't listen to them hears the word AFI, they think of that song, and this is why I really dislike this album. This, like, I have a shit ton of AFI pins all over my backpack and stuff, and my bell jacket. Oh, the denim one, not the black denim one. And then emos walk up to me and they're like, "Oh, you like that band? My favorite song is Miss Murder." And then I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, my favorite songs, I don't know, I name a song from like Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes, and they're like, "What's that? That's not AFI. The AFI is they're an emo band. They're not a punk band." And then you get the idea. So Miss Murder, in my opinion, kind of created... Miss Murder is basically the Smells Like Teen Spirit of AFI. It's just that only song that everybody knows that's so overrated and overplayed. It's an okay song. I mean, he has some pretty good screaming in it, but overall, it's just the vibe of the song is kind of corny. It's a good song. It's a good rock song, but it's just... I don't like it because it's different. Like, there were songs that AFI did on the album after this, Crash Love, which were more just straight up rock songs that I actually really enjoyed. But it's just, I feel like Miss Murder is such kind of a boring song. It's like, it's not overly aggressive. There's not a lot of emotion in it, but it's like, I don't know. Summer Shudder is okay, actually. It's a little bit catchy. The Interview isn't very memorable. Love Like Winter is another popular song off here. That one's actually kind of catchy. It almost sounds like a kind of like an 80s goth, or maybe even like new wave kind of vibe. So like the Smiths or Cure. It kind of has that vibe. So it's an okay song. But yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. Affliction is okay. The Missing Frame is probably it's a really poppy song, and the intro I have like engraved into my brain. So I don't know why, but like my mom would put on that song all the time when I was a kid. So like I have that song like engraved into my brain, and I don't know, it's alright. Kissing Control isn't very memorable. Like Killing Lights is actually probably the only song on here that I could still listen to and kind of enjoy. It's a little catchy, but it's not much more than that. It's okay, but yeah. 37mm is alright. Honestly, She Said is actually a good song. Yeah. There's actually a YouTuber called Honestly He Said, which is kind of funny. I have to play on that song. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of stuff to say. I don't have much to say about this album other than I don't really care for it. It's not a bad album. They do what they do very good. I just don't feel very much emotion in this album. Like, I feel like, I don't know, on Sing the Sorrow, they had some, like, more emo elements in there, but they pulled it off well by having a lot of emotion in it. Well, on December Underground, to me, there's, like, not really much emotion in here, which kind of kills it for me, since I don't really care much for that kind of music. You know, I like the earlier stuff. And, yeah, overall, if you like alternative rock, or just any kind of rock, or emo music, or whatever, I recommend this album. But if you like old AFI, you probably won't care much for this album. Yeah, out of 10, I'd probably give it maybe like a 7, because they do what they do well on here. There just isn't that much. I don't feel a pretty strong, dramatic, emotional vibe in here, as opposed to the previous album. So yeah, that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. So this is just my opinion on the album. Like, if you like the album, I don't have a problem. I just don't care for it very much, personally, because I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.